we're going to do this. Today is November 3rd, 2020. Joe Biden and Donald Trump are going head to head for the ultimate office in the world, which is for the presidency of the United States. I don't like Biden. I definitely don't like Trump. But we still need to take that guy out of the White House. So I'm hoping Biden wins. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I am a free thinker, I guess. So I'm hoping that Biden wins just so we take Trump out of the White House. I am also from Puerto Rico, which means that I am also watching the governor, like the general elections that are happening over there right now. Also hoping for the independent party to win, because the two main parties, they're shit and corrupt. So just hoping, here's to hoping. This will definitely not go up today, aside from the fact that I have 3 kids and they are in the background. Let's see. Okay, but even though this won't go up today, I hope that everybody went out, whether it was here in the United States or in Puerto Rico, and cast that vote for a change of policy of consistent corruption and mistreatment of minorities, and just an overall change. We obviously cannot continue the way that we're going. And I'm hoping that people are like, oh, listen, this guy did not work out. So today I'm going to be using this little palette. I bought it and I want to use it. And I got my sparkly top on, which means that I am itching all over. I got this at Shein, and I went shopping on Shein because everybody's like, oh my god, the prices, the quality, the whole experience is out of this world. So I went and I spent a couple bucks. I did find some good deals, but quality is kind of inconsistent. So I did make that mistake of hey, this looks kind of cute. And now we're gonna buy it, and I'm itching all over. But it was I don't know, $8 or something. So I'm wearing this sparkly top because I want to do a holiday-ish look, and also because I want to use the Cremated palette. Okay, I feel like it makes good makeup all around. So I've never used this palette. I found this meme on Facebook saying that he basically went to this color palette at Home Depot and kind of made his palette out of that color palette, I guess. And it was pretty spot on, I'm not gonna lie. However, Naked Tutorials did a look using this palette, and mind you, she's very fair. She's more towards the pinkish kind of undertone. And it looked gorgeous on her. So that's what made me buy it. Nikki, you're good. You're good. So that's why I got it. Okay, so we're gonna start with an eye base. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Painterly. I have already said that this is my favorite. So we're gonna grab a little, this is an Alamar brush. And I'm just gonna go ahead. We're gonna do this. So we're gonna grab the paint pot, and we're just going to tap that on our lid. So you see how it kind of canceled the pigment of my actual lid. We're gonna start with our eyes. So I have absolutely no idea what I'm gonna do. All I know is that it's gonna be gray and silver, and hence the itchy bitchy shirt. Okay, so we're gonna go in with this shade. It's called Last Respect. So I'm going to, oh my god, it's this one pulls kind of like army green. Maybe you cannot see it on camera. So remember that we always place the shadow a little bit lower from where we want it, and then we kind of like blend up. So as you can see, it's blended towards this side over here. And pretty much it. It has a little bit of fallout and it blends pretty good. Not sure I want to go darker than this though. I want to continue on that greenish kind of vibe. And then we're gonna grab RIP, or rest in peace. Saturate that and look at this. And we're just going to tap that there. I think that we need. And I just want to keep that in this corner. I don't want to go in. I should have built it up. Should have built it up. I'm gonna go back in with this first brush that we used, and we're just gonna blend upwards a little bit. Let's just build up. So I'm grabbing a little bit of concealer. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. This is a dupe. Not a dupe, but like it's pretty spot on with the Shape Tape from Tarte. It's a lot cheaper. And it's good. I like it. It's pretty good coverage. It dries down pretty matte. So we're going to go in and we're gonna cut this crease because it's the only way that I can see that I can make something out of this. It's not like I hate the palette. Come on, the quality's always good. Jeffree Star Cosmetics has good quality makeup in my personal opinion. But I don't feel very inspired like with Jawbreaker or hey, Conspiracy. And pretty much every other palette makes me want to like do different things. So I'm not sure. This one is very, I mean, it's a gray palette, so I'm sorry about the background because my kids are watching TV right there. And I'm sorry about that. So we're gonna grab the first brush that we used. And I don't know, I'm just gonna go back to that first shade that we used as well. It's called Last Respect. So that's what we're gonna use to blend the concealer with the eyeshadow. So I don't want it to be that dark, supposedly. I'm going in with the shade Mausoleum. And we're going to tap that. Remember to tap your shimmers so they don't have a lot of fallout on your face. Oh, this is a beautiful color. We're gonna go in with Afterlife, which is a very light, pretty. It's like an inconsequential color, to be honest. It kind of works. So I'm gonna take another shade, last look. It's a little bit darker than Mausoleum. With that same brush, we're gonna clean it off and we're going to sort of blend towards the lighter color because I don't want a lot of light on my lid. I just wanted that little corner, and this is kind of bright. So I'm not loving the lighter color in the front, so we're just going to try and cover it with that Mausoleum. Not gonna lie, I just went to the bathroom and with that lighting, it just hideous. I'm not sure. I mean, this is makeup. We can wash it off, but we're gonna push through, okay? I'm gonna use Paula Bear and just see what happens in this corner here. Okay, literally nothing happened. It made it shiny, but that's pretty much it. I'm not living for it. Just gonna grab this, kind of like it's just that, I don't know. I feel like this is blown out and this one isn't. We're gonna start with our face. I'm gonna start with the No More Problem Prime Essence from Touching Soul, and I received this in a BoxyCharm probably last year. Definitely last year. And I just fell in love with it. This is so hydrating. Leaves your face feeling so soft. Now, this is supposed to help with your pore situation, which here is where I have like more like my pore situation. Although what I do is I use the No More Problem Primer. This is a smooth and pore covering primer, as this is an essence. This is kind of like a prepping oil for hydration, and it does help with the pore situation. So this, I'm about to run out. I have a spare one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna like tap tap tap. So this is where I get my pore issue. It's not like I had like terrible acne when I was like a teenager, but I did get like, you know, breakouts and stuff, and this is the era where I got them the most. And this primer I find is to be very blurring. Okay, so this is my favorite foundation. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Hydrating Foundation. It has a natural finish and it's glorious. Okay, I love this foundation. This foundation is really good. And I do need like 5 pumps. And please know that I know that this looks a little bit light for my face. So I'm gonna be using this Japanese foundation brush. Listen, I got this for like probably $15 at a Walmart. And I had always heard a lot of people on YouTube like, hey, Japanese, everything basically. And the brushes were one of the things that I was like intent on trying, because it was kind of like the one thing that they mentioned the most. Like, I know there were like lip products and face products, but brushes were like the thing. So I wanted to try them, and I found them at a Walmart. And I bought like several brushes for like probably $50. But listen, they're worth it. And it wasn't like a brush. This one was like $14-15. And then I got like a set, I want to say. They're somewhere around here. I can't remember right now. But I got them. They're very good. And this foundation brush, like I love the Juvia's Place, like huge foundation brush. That was my go-to. I fell in love with it because of the density. Like when you push in your product, you can feel the brush working. And then I found this. And I don't remember. Funny thing, I kind of seem to remember maybe which Walmart was it, because it's not a Walmart that I go to constantly, but I'm not sure if it really was that one. If I'm like confusing a Walmart run with another Walmart run. So if you spot them at a Walmart near Dallas, Irving, Mesquite, Allen, Richardson, Garland, let me know. Now I usually go in with a sponge to kind of like even things out, but I'm thinking this is good. I have these breakouts here, not sure what they're from. And we are going to this is pretty highlighting. It's quite light for my skin tone. This is classic beige. It's a little bit light. A semi-wet brush, sponge. I have a semi-wet sponge, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wet it. So I don't remember where I got this. Marc Jacobs. It's called the Finish Line Perfecting Coconut Setting Powder, and it's in the shade 34 Invisible. Like, this is a little, I think I got it in one of those pop-up BoxyCharm sales. I did buy, however, the full size because I like it. Use my sponge to set my under eye. And you see how it sets and kind of covers your, you know, under eye area. Everywhere where I got my concealer, we're just gonna set that with this coconut one. Although I set my whole face, I'm gonna grab my Ciate London one. It's what I have in hand. I just put a little bit on the cap and kind of like, and I just press it against the rest of my face. So now we're gonna bronze our face. I'm gonna be using these Revlon Skin Light Prismatic Bronzer. The shade is 115 in Sunkissed. I'm going to be using this IT Cosmetics blush brush, swirling it. This is kind of like a hard formula, but I love this bronzer. It's really good. So we're gonna like go here. So we're moving on with a blush. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Diffused Heat. It's kind of like, it's luminous, which I love. And I also like that it's very subtle. So I'm using this It Cosmetics complexion brush. Number 132, it's a double-sided one. You see how subtle this blush is? I love it. I'm going to line my eyes. This is I love this. It's my favorite eyeliner, actually. It's the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Moldering Eyeliner. This is my favorite eyeliner for years. Like, I've been using this nonstop. Like, I love the Kat Von D Cake Liner. It's pretty good. Marc Jacobs eyeliners, Urban Decay eyeliners. But if you want to find like an alternative for more expensive, this is cheaper, obviously more affordable. This is like $9 at the drugstore. If you go to Walmart, you can find it at $7. If you go to Walgreens, you can find one of those, buy one, get one, 50% off or whatever. So this is way, way more affordable. And this is in Noir, obviously. And I'm going to tight line my eye. Like, I can't talk right now. So. I'm going to go to the shade Grave Digger. And this is like pure gray. And I'm going to line all my lower lash. This has a lot of fallout, so don't swipe the eyeshadow, press. That way you're gonna get minimal fallout on your cheeks, which I'm still getting. Just gonna get Obituary. And we're just going to kind of like blend that first shade we used, Grave Digger, and I'm just gonna like blend. So I'm gonna go back with a clean brush and just so I kind of want to line my eyes, but I'm not sure whether I should. You know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and use that same L'Oreal liner, and we're just going to line. We don't need the liner to be hyper precise. I'm gonna grab the Kat Von D. This is the Dagger liner. This is in super hyper black, trooper black. And now, what I really want to do is kind of like use that Hearst shade on the palette and kind of like, I look like Halloween stopped at my house and refuses to leave. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is grab this little lavish eye shading brush, and I'm gonna grab Diamond Ashes. This is kind of crumbly. I'm just gonna, we're gonna put this here, and then I'm gonna do my brows. And I'm going to use that also in my inner corner. Still trying to figure out my eyes. I'm not sure. Like, I wanted something darker, and now I realize. So I'm gonna use this Maracuja Miracle Mist from Tarte. I'm gonna set my face. And I'm doing this before highlighter. So I'm using this shade Diamond Ashes and this Luna Magic brush. And I'm just gonna put that there. Jesus Christ, what the heck? And we're gonna highlight our nose. So now I'm gonna grab the brush that I use for my blush, and I'm just going to tap that just to make sure that it's blended. So I'm gonna be using this Beauty Vault lip liner in Natty Nat. It's pretty red, and I'm gonna line my lips. Okay, so I'm gonna be using this Dose of Colors in a Date Night. Why am I so all over the place today? I'm not sure. So we're gonna grab the Hank and Henry. This is a Slick With It Mascara Duo in the shade Cloud. So I have these Ardell Foam Ink Wispies, and I'm just gonna wear them. So this is the finalized look. I don't hate it. You know, we got the bold lip, we got like the super hyper smoky gray, you know. I love these lashes. They're super natural looking, and yet they give the look like sexy look. And I just, you know, I'm in love. I love it. Okay, so I hope you guys have an amazing, beautiful, gorgeous, productive, great day. Hope to see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.